Hey guys, this is Wanda the Traveling Dutchie coming right at you from beautiful Costa Rica. In today's video, we're going to chat about customer service in Costa Rica. I know this is not a bitch video complaining about customer service in Costa Rica. I want to go more into depth as to what's happening. And this is not just Costa Rica, this is all of Latin America. So let's get into it. But first, if you're new to this channel, I'm a Dutch expat. I've been living in Costa Rica for the last 17 years. I've actually lived in 9 different countries. And with my channel, I'd like to help anybody looking to move to Costa Rica, travel to Costa Rica, or who wants to travel and work online. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click that bell icon so you receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Now let's get into it. Customer service in Costa Rica. I think first we need to discuss a little bit, the thought behind good customer service, I guess, is when businesses want their customers to actually return. We have a concept of the customer is always right, and I think that concept is not clear in all of Latin America. Not to a fault of the people living here, because at the end of the day, if you're not educated, if that was never taught to you, then how can you, apply those rules, so to say. So, first off, I want to say I have worked in the tourism industry in Costa Rica for 17 years. If you're looking to travel to Costa Rica, don't be afraid, you're gonna receive excellent customer service, because most staff at hotels, for example, are trained to, to do exactly what you would expect happens, I don't know, in the US, in the UK, in Europe, wherever you are. They tend to the customer's need, and they understand the customer is always right, and they understand if we have happy customers, they come back and they talk to other people, and then they end up booking that hotel. Or if you go on a canopy tour, whatever tour, a coffee tour, what you do, they understand. And then of course, if you go to brand hotels like the Hiltons, the Four Seasons, you will get that excellent service that you would expect and what you're obviously paying for, because the Four Seasons is not cheap here. So with that being said, if you, for example, live here and life takes you to different places, like for example, you move here and you need to call your cable company to come, for them to come and get you internet and cable, for you to go to the bank, for you to, like, all these day-to-day stuff, there we run into a bit of issues. And the reason why I'm inspired by doing this video today is because I just bought an apartment as an investment property. So yeah, I had to go get Tigo, that is actually the company that I was gonna install internet and cable. Yes, I had to go to all the furniture stores and buy all the furniture and the TVs and all that. And yes, I ran into problems every single time with absolutely unacceptable bad customer service. So here's what's going on. Let's just put it out there. The worst customer service, in my opinion, in this country, you've heard me say it, is Buck San Jose. So don't worry if you're like a customer that, like the day-to-day simple stuff they can handle. Obviously, you do need to wait like an hour and a half in line, and nobody's gonna be friendly and nobody's gonna explain, but that's all okay. The problem comes if you have several businesses here, then wow. The problem is they make mistakes. They make many mistakes. I know I'm not just the one unfortunate one when they make mistakes with, and they're not tiny mistakes. I had fraud committed on my business credit card, and I had 2, and they blocked the one that actually worked. And so more fraud was committed on the one they didn't block. It's just like absolutely unacceptable stuff. And then they don't take responsibility for it. They somehow maneuver it in a way that it's your fault, which is absolutely bonkers. So obviously then, you know, you flip out of your pantyhose. And so when you do that, and when I say flip out of your pantyhose, that's when you start saying, I would like to talk to your manager. And so the other thing is that they do not do well with people that complain. In Costa Rica culture, they don't like confrontation, they don't like directness. Also, if they complain, if you complain, they take that as a personal attack. Remember, they're not trained. Like, so for example, in BAC, nobody trains them in customer service. Nobody trains them in how to handle an upset client, and nobody cares. So what I've learned is, instead of getting absolutely upset on, I can't believe Buck did it again, I need to stop myself, think to five, count to 5, and say, they don't know any better. Like, you can complain all you want, they don't know any better. And I have read letters, like, you know, like, I know what I need to do, like stay calm, and you know, like if I'm actually dealing with the person like in front of me there, I try to do like, put yourself in my shoes. Doesn't work. I've done the whole letter thing. I had a meeting with a branch manager of BAC in Escazú. It doesn't work. It is all impossible. So my point is, if you're looking to live in Costa Rica, it is not the case where, Costa Rica has bad customer service all around. No, it's all government related services that you'll need or have to run into, like immigration, you name it, anything related to the government. Absolutely terrible customer service, slow, they don't care. Banks, I know obviously there's exceptions, right? I'm just saying, I'm just preparing you here. And then, like, when it comes to restaurants, I find the service, again, it depends if you're in the really touristy areas or if you're in an upscale restaurant. Often the service will be good, and the moment it's bad, just remember, don't get mad at the actual waiter. It will be, you know, the owners that don't train their staff. What I like about Costa Rica, though, in comparison with other countries, like for example Panama, where I lived as well, the Ticos are naturally kind and warm and friendly. So even though if they don't have training, you'll often see that in restaurants, they'll do great anyways, because that's their natural way of being. Everything is with pleasure, con mucho gusto. Whereas, for example, when I lived in Panama, I was absolutely like shocked by how, I'm sorry if you're from Panama, but like the service there is just rude. It's not bad customer service, it's just plain rude. That makes me not want to be in that establishment, whether that's a store, a restaurant, or a hotel. So anyways, be prepared when you come live here. When you travel here, like I said, I think you're gonna have an amazing time, and maybe here and there you'll notice a little bit of difference in like speed and how fast you're being helped. But please, you're on vacation in paradise. You're gonna have an amazing time. Like I said, the Ticos are friendly, and they're very, they want to please. It's like they're very kind, and they generally want you to have a good time in their country. So that's fabulous. If you're gonna move here, you will run into some differences. Let's just call them that. Like everything is just, you know, it's just not, logic is not necessarily the first thing that comes to mind. Whether you know, like, I mean, I just bought a TV. You come into the store, this is importadora de monje, by the way, and I needed a TV, right? So like I had an idea of what I wanted and what I wanted to do with it, and I had to look for a salesperson to help me. That's okay, fine, like, can somebody help me? I'm ready to pick and buy my TV. Okay, and then just the whole demeanor already is like, I could tell I was bothering him, you know. And so I said, like, I'm looking for a smart TV to watch Netflix and those type of apps. And this is the size it needs to be, because I have a closet where it needs to fit in. Okay. And I think I want this one, I said. And then they had it on like this wall with all these different options. And then the gentleman told me like, oh, that one is not for sale. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like there, that's the one I want. I measured it, it's exactly what I need. No, because it's basic and we don't sell it anymore. So then of course I couldn't help but say like, oh, maybe it would be a good idea then to take it off the wall so that people don't ask for it. Okay, great. Long story short, I buy my TV and I a couple of days later I have it installed because Tigo is coming, who, by the way, I mean, I didn't want to make this a bitch fest, but Tigo absolutely messed up, had to come 3 times. Oh my god. So anyways, I finally have this TV up and running, and I try to find HBO Max. Nowhere to be found. I'm like, huh, what's going on, yada yada. So long story short, I call Importadora, the Monja store I bought it at, and they basically told me it doesn't come with that app. I'm like, wait, how? And they're like, wait, but who is your salesperson? So it was Aaron. I remember it all. I talked to Aaron, and Aaron goes, yes, remember, ma'am, I told you it doesn't come with HBO Max. So I'm like, no, sir, you really didn't, because if you had told me, I would have never bought that TV. All you said is the TV I wanted is basic, and then I said, let's go with this one, and you didn't tell me anything about that one. So he was being rude, so I asked to talk to his manager because I wanted to return the TV for one that actually has HBO Max, which would mean I would pay more money, right, to them. They would literally receive more money. And they said, no, we can't do that because I don't have the box anymore. So anyway, so I spoke to the manager and I was like, look, this is what happened to me. Your salesperson didn't inform me. And the manager says, he told me he did. And like, so what are you trying to say? Like, I'm a liar? You know, like, it's bad. It is really bad. Again, there's exceptions, but if you're going to move here, be prepared to have to deal with these type of things, and so you need to do your due diligence more to make up for the poorly trained staff. Like, I had to apparently ask not just Netflix and other apps, no, what I wanted, what I needed. So it has HBO Max, it comes with this and this and this, and it can do this and this and this because yeah, so you don't get the surprise I have. So I still need to go. I need to now go actually to the store because now I have a TV that I can't use because, again, it's for my investment property and I want my guests to have HBO Max, so I can't use that TV. Oh my god, I'm rambling. I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna not do that. So you see, like, even after 17 years, I get a little bit flustered with it too because you waste so much time and, you know, it brings bad vibes. So, you know, it's not good. So, but you can armor yourself for it and be prepared for it. And remember that many places, they do offer good customer service because, thank goodness, they get training in customer service. I'm super curious to hear what your experience has been, if you lived here, if you've traveled here, because it helps other people see that, you know, Costa Rica is a lovely country. I think Costa Rica is paradise if you travel here, if you live here. I mean, obviously I love it. I've been here so long. You need to be able to deal with a few things. No, nowhere is perfect, right? That's what I always say. But share your opinions with me and your experiences, and I'd love to hear them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Again, check out my channel. I have over 200 different videos on these type of subjects. And I hope to see you in the next video. Travel from Costa Rica. Pura vida.